Salutations de la part de l'Église française du Saint-Esprit. Greetings on behalf of the French Church of Saint-Esprit. As we were contemplating the gradual reopening of the church several weeks ago, improving statistics and a feeling of general optimism led us to believe that a limited opening of the church would be possible for all services. And since those guidelines were put together, several developments have occurred, and I'm here to tell you about them today. The Rector and the Vestry have decided to modify our reopening schedule for these reasons. While the infection rate in New York City continues to hold steady or even decline, there's an alarming increase of infections in other parts of the country. And there's been a concern expressed by the governor that these spikes may eventually return to New York, resulting in travel restrictions. Furthermore, the governor has postponed phase 3 reopening for the time being, and that leads us to be a little bit more cautious in our approach. In his pastoral letter regarding reopening of June the 24th, the Bishop of New York gave permission to delay reopening. He said this: "I've no expectation that churches will resume public worship at this time. A significant number of our churches and clergy are telling me that they don't intend to reintroduce worship inside their churches until September or the end of the year. I completely respect those decisions. Therefore, as a congregation of the Diocese of New York, we're under no obligation to reopen the church on June the 5th, this coming Sunday." Only a small number of people have replied to our survey requesting people to fill in a document if they're interested in returning to the church in person. For the moment, the vast majority of our members would prefer to attend online. You can still fill in the survey if you're interested in attending in person. Now, if we were to go ahead with the reopening as initially planned, 11 people would be present in a small sanctuary following our protocols. The sanctuary is very small, and our congregation is too large, as we know, to fit inside it. According to the latest guidelines set out by the Bishop of New York, everybody will be required to wear masks at all times, including those who preach, preside, or pray. Congregational singing won't be possible unless parishioners are spaced at least 12 feet apart. Many of those who've expressed an interest in returning are elderly. Therefore, all the air conditioners, all the fans will need to be on. The door here to the garden will need to be open for safety reasons and for ventilation reasons. So the quality of the live stream that you've all come to rely on would be very gravely compromised, almost to the point of your not being able to hear anything at all. So the experience of the vast majority of the people attending by internet would be fundamentally changed. So the rector, the wardens, the vestry and the staff have decided on the following. This coming Sunday, that is July the 5th, a partially in-person communion service will be held, specifically inviting those who've not been able to join us by means of the internet. That will be 3 people. The service will include an in-person message from our warden, Linnea, following the death of Marjorie, and it's going to address the safety concerns of a partial reopening, since that's the warden's responsibility too. On Sundays until September the 16th, we will continue our service online only. The presence of 5 people who are necessary for the service: Nigel, that's me, Fred, Cynthia, Aya, and Joris. Partial reopening for Sunday services will begin on September the 16th, unless the situation deteriorates, which we pray that it won't. Wednesday services of Holy Communion, on the other hand, will be open to those who wish to attend, 1 or 2 people at a time to be safe. There's no singing on Wednesdays, and people will be expected to leave the premises immediately after the service is finished. On Monday, on morning and evening prayer, Tuesdays and Thursdays, they also will be open by application and invitation to in-person attendance, 1 or 2 at a time. All other meetings will be held by Zoom, Bible study, vestry, and a coffee hour. You'll be able to see a link for that coffee hour on the bottom of our live stream when it happens. So as a way to increase our virtual social interaction, there will be this recurring coffee hour all summer for those who wish to attend it. The link and the phone number, as I've said, will be at the bottom of our live stream for you to click on. I'm sorry to be the bearer of some bad news, but some good news as well for those who wish to attend on Wednesdays or Tuesday and Thursday morning and evening prayer. We're here. We will continue to be here. We're delighted that you're joining us by YouTube and by our website, and I can't wait for the day until we meet again in person. Until that day happens, God bless, and please stay safe.